2026 weekly horoscope by Marie Moore. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Ben, can you turn that down? Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. So thank you. Right now, I am at 5,063 subscribers. Oh, so thank you for liking, subscribing, and sharing. And I'm trying to grow my viewership. So everybody make sure to like, subscribe, and share, and hype me up if you have that hype button. And thank you for everyone who has. I'm really trying to grow my channel. So on the 23rd, the sun in Pisces in your 8th house. This could be an intense personal evolution. You do have a stellium in your 8th house, so there's going to be a lot of focus on 8th house energy, finances, other people's money, your partner's money at this time. Your health could also be the focus too. Love relationships could be the focus. This could be a feeling of fated or unavoidable energies pushing you towards a new chapter in your life. There's a spotlight on the 8th house. You may find yourself intensely focused on joint finances, taxes, inheritance, shared assets, or deep psychological uncovering, unearthing hidden issues, old emotional issues, or secrets may surface to be processed, forcing you to face fears and insecurities, often through intense experiences with your partner. Then on the 24th, the Earth in Virgo in the 2nd house of money is conjunct with the South Node. This is karmic editing regarding your finances, values, and mental material or communicative attachments. It often signifies a time to let go of old habitual or limiting ways of thinking about your resources and self-worth, reevaluating financial habits. You may feel compelled to reevaluate how you earn, spend, or think about money. It is a time to let go of financial strategies that no longer are serving you. Then on the 25th, the Lilith moon in the 5th house, this could be whoever has to leave your life, let them leave your life. There is a T-square happening with the North Node and South Node in Pisces and Virgo. This brings about power struggles, intense communications, and a need to redefine what you truly value versus what you're supposed to value. You may feel a strong urge to speak out against injustices or to express uncomfortable truths. However, this could lead to harsh, passive-aggressive, or overly reactive communication. You can feel like your creative, romantic, or self-expressive desires are being blocked, or conversely, that your raw, uninhibited nature is being scrutinized. You may fight for recognition for your creative work or feel that the pleasure is being denied. Then on the 26th, Mercury goes retrograde till March 20th. In the sign of Pisces in your 8th house with the stellium. You are revisiting or potentially ending past romantic connections, especially with those who with high emotional intensities or taboo undertones like affairs. This is linked to karma. Therefore, this transit can reveal deep-seated relationship patterns from the past as Pluto in Aquarius digs up buried truths, and Mercury in retrograde in Pisces forces a review of past issues. This can bring hidden agendas to light and trigger necessary, though uncomfortable conversations. Intense conversations. Conversations may feel confrontational or secretive with a need to look beneath the surface this week. Then on the 27th, unconventional creative work, romance, or fun, allowing you to embrace your desire without guilt. Don't make promises that you're not willing to keep. Or this is a time where you are making grand statements because of your very humanitarian ideals and about your social changes and wanting to participate in this, because it's like all talk and no action at this time is coming from you. I would be very careful with that, especially with the media and the social media. Some of you could be making some grand stands and stuff, but the problem is your status in life, your class in life, your social standing in life, your privileges in life. And this is a paradox that's going to be a riddle going on between your life and wanting to do humanitarian work or be involved in social causes and social reforms and social changes, but you're in a different class. So it's very hard for you to understand what other people from a different class are going through during this time period. See, and somebody who's rich would never be able to understand that. See, so, and it's kind of like you're rich and you're trying to understand, you know, it's kind of like Gwyneth Paltrow when she did that social experiment and she took like somebody's like social security check or found out how much people on social security made, and then she went food shopping and then she realized you cannot go food shopping in New York with a social security check. It's kind of like that. You know, it's kind of like, you know, the rich has no idea what those below them go through, and yet you're trying to put yourself in other people's shoes with this energy, okay? So this could be it. It's because I paid for my AI to do that. It's called AI Dave. It's $100, and anytime it sees something that it doesn't like, it deletes the person's comment. Yeah. If you would like to know more about AI Dave, it's $100, and you can message me and I'll send you a link to AI Dave. AI Dave accepts PayPal, Venmo, Cash App, and all that good shit. So anyways, so this could be like that happening here, where you're trying to be a good human, be a good humanitarian, make social changes, but you're in a different class. So how do you connect and bridge the gap between the rich aspects and then doing humanitarian work, you know? So how do you bridge that gap? You know, through your continued efforts, you'll find a clarification in that position and realize considerable personal growth and understanding through the situations that you involve yourself in when it comes to charitable work, philanthropy work, or social services reform and work and that kind of thing. Okay. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. Continue showing me love energy by liking, subscribing, and sharing. Right now I'm going to the tarot portion, and I'm time stamping the tarot portion. And AI Dave also reacts and comments to your comments. So yeah, just be prepared for it, because AI Dave sometimes gets a little bit toxic about it and will go rogue, and I can't control it when it goes rogue. So anyways, show your love and support. Right now I'm at 5064. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. And thank you for everybody who has. If you're looking for your sign, I have done Aries through Leo. So yeah, so like, subscribe, and share, and thank you for everyone who has. I appreciate the love energy. So the first card I come up with is the Ace of Wands, trying new things, being more open-minded. Very creative time to work smarter, not harder with this energy. Starting something new, despite Mercury in retrograde, it just means that you'll do something new during this time period. The Two of Coins, burning the candles at both ends of the stick. You could be thinking about starting something new during this time period, but also, what did you say? Well, that's so sweet. Thank you, Jackie. That's so sweet. So anyways, so this is burning the candles at both ends of the stick at this time with this energy here. This could also be indecisions coming up during this time period with this energy. Alrighty, you might have an income, more than one source of income at this time for some of you here as well. The Strength card, overcoming obstacles during this time period here as well. Or this is you, just keep swimming, just keep swimming. What do? We just keep swimming. Even though we're going through it, we just keep swimming. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now. So I do see that coming up for some of you here. So this encourages you to just keep swimming. Some of you could be laborers. So you could be going back to work because the weather is getting better at this time with this energy. The Knight of Wands does talk about new beginnings, new people coming into your life. Some of you, this could also indicate traveling coming up, or you could be going back to work again. And this could be like finding a job for some of you here with this energy. The King of Cups, I feel like for some of you, somebody could be kind of like a stickler for the rules or a bit on top of you and watching you a little bit too closely at this time. This could be like mom or dad here, or those in authority, just kind of like watching you with this energy, or you're not getting along with those in authority because you can find certain people to be a bit bossy as well. So I do see that coming up. The Nine of Swords, I've been seeing a lot of Nine of Swords here. So this could be a very heavy energy time for you because of your 9th house where Saturn is conjunct with Neptune here. I feel like You could be worrying about those you love at this time with this energy here. So the focus could be on family members, because ninth house deals with like mom, dad, or in-laws, or people that live outside the home could be the focus. And God forbid, there could be some health issues coming up at this time. So you could be worried about them in regards to their health issues. The Hangman card, indecisions are coming up here. You could be thinking about moving and participating more in their life here, and like helping them out during this time period. Even though last time you helped them out, you had a nasty falling out with them because it was too much for you. So this is something to think about. Be a bit realistic about your Jesus mode, because Jesus mode is now activated. So, you know, you can help, but be realistic about how much you do for others. You know, be realistic about all the other responsibilities that you have going on in your life. Okay, the Knight of Swords, I do see for some of you here that you could be starting a new creative project here as well, or thinking about it during this time. So I do see that coming up. The Empress card, some of you, the focus is on the women in your life. Others of you, you know, this is dealing with your helping energy and your Jesus mode activation. You're going to have buyer's remorse. So I would be careful with how much participation you participate, because it could be financially too much for you, or it could be a bit of a burden for you, and it may not be worth it. Okay, so you could find that later that this person is just using you for like rent money or something like that, you know, when really you're supposed to be there to help them. It could be like it could be a situation here where you exchange like living there for free to helping them, but then you find that you're paying rent and stuff like that, or you're paying for things and stuff like that, so your check like basically goes to them, and next thing you know, you have no check. So you could be feeling some kind of salty way, and it's going to turn into resentment. So all that giving energy was not necessary, because it turns into resentment. The Queen of Cups, I do see a reconnection with somebody here. I'm hearing finally. So some of you here, you could be waiting for somebody, or been waiting for somebody to that you wanted specifically to talk to you, to reconnect with you, and this person is finally going to do it after so long of waiting. So I feel like your patience is paying off. The King of Swords, you're very analytical in your way of thinking. You could be a little bit realistic. This person was very cautious coming in. So I do see this person coming in. This person was extremely cautious. Okay, the Three of Cups. For some of you, this person was influenced by other family members here as well. So that's why they were not so quick to jump in to the relationship or come in, because they were thinking about everybody else and how you would affect them and how you would affect their family and stuff like that. So it's kind of like they were really waiting and kind of like watching you and taking their time about things as well. This person could be in their 50s, so you could be dealing with somebody who's older and who has kids and who has a life. You know, that we all have lives, but very busy life. So I feel like that could be happening here as well. I feel like for some of you here, that your friendships are really starting to pay off in some way. Okay, I feel like they could be a bit more loyal to you, or they may enjoy the good or the blessings you have coming into your life at this time, because I see the friendships and the friends are being very happy for you for all that you have accomplished over the years and celebrating you. Okay, so I do see that they're not jealous of you. They're not, you know, feeling some salty way. They're seriously like friends. They seriously love you and stuff. I do see the focus also being on family during this time period. I do see you being the heart of the group, so there's a lot of attention on you and your friendships during this time period as well. During this time, some of you, you could be getting a job in the service industry, so I do see that. The Star card, manifesting what you want at this time. Hope reigns supreme during this time period. So I do see business picking up for some of you here, or this could be like a wish fulfillment happening. So manifest, manifest, because we are during high holidays. Others of you, your health is improving here, or you're working on yourself, improving your quality of life during this time period. You could be dealing with somebody with unpredictable behavior, a bit of a temper, so I would be careful with this person as well, because they could be watching you too closely. You could also be a revolutionary, or this could be like Viva de la Revolution, so there could be some kind of revolution going on at this time with this energy. It doesn't have to be a vicious revolution. It could be like a creative revolution happening here as well. You could be dealing with like interest groups during this time period is what I'm seeing. Alrighty, the Six of Cups, I do see a second childhood for some of you here. I do see a reconciliation with somebody from your past. The Four of Wands, this person is still emotionally unavailable, so they may be still seeing somebody. And reminder that this is a general reading, okay? This is not like, this is a horoscope based on the sun and rising of Leo, not on Michelle's name, not on Dave's name. You know, this is like general. So if you would like a reading from me, check out my consultation page. I am available for readings this week, so keep me busy with those readings. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate it. I love reading you guys. I love connecting with you guys. So yeah, so check it out. I do feel like this is a very beautiful time where you like to be involved in groups and organizations here. The Two of Swords, a time for introspection and reflection, sitting on your hands about something that you want to do, so you're not so quick to jump into anything new. The Fool card, don't worry about it. Whatever is meant to happen will happen. Maybe not on your time. Don't worry about it. Give it to God. Let it go. I do see some of you dealing with some kind of social angst at this time with this energy here. So you could be feeling some kind of salty way about certain people in your life or certain people that you come across with at this time, which I see in the cards anyways, and you're not really getting along with this person. The Emperor card does talk about being analytical in your way of thinking at this time, not making a decision as a way to manipulate a situation here. I would be careful with that because, you know, people can grow bored and tired of that as well. So for some of you here, you kind of need to like you say yes to certain things, okay? Or else people are going to change their mind and move on. And then next thing you know, you're waiting for another 6 months before you can grow, is what I'm picking up. The World card, the world works in your favor as well. So this is a beautiful time for achievements, recognition, and success is coming to you during this time period. For some of you, this is dealing with government jobs. So this could be a great time for those of you who are getting government work, okay? So that could be happening. I do see a new career path, and it could be in government work. The Tower card, there could be some traveling involved in this work as well. Others of you, this is change happening for the better. Change is going to be in your favor. Some of you, this could be traveling coming up. The Sun card, recognition, success, popularity, and fame is happening for some of you here as well. The Eight of Coins, being a perfectionist, throwing yourself into your work, putting your best foot forward. I feel like you do make it a point, like always and every day, because you guys love this. You love to people. You guys love peopling, and you do make it a point to get along with everybody and to be everybody's friend. So I do see that happening here, and I do see you being very diplomatic here as well. Alrighty, and making a point to get along with everybody. Alrighty. The Five of Swords, you could be jealous of others, or others could be jealous of you, or feeling some kind of salty way about you for some reason. Maybe they don't like your bubbly personality or whatever, but who cares? Alrighty, haters are gonna hate. Let your haters be your motivators. All right, don't focus on it. But I do feel like you need to be careful with this person. I do see you coming up with revolutionary ideas, or this is you working smarter, not harder at this time. I do see you making some powerful moves. I do see overseas travels coming up for some of you here as well with this energy, so that could be happening this week. The Eight of Swords, for some of you, you need to let go of the past. Stop hanging out with that 8th house energy in the North Node and the South Node, because you're holding on to something from the past that you can't shake. You may have regrets. For others of you, this is like old fights, and you still fighting with that person in your head. So you need to stop fighting with that person in your head, because they may have moved on and you have not moved on yet. So I feel like you need to kind of like work on letting go of that. I feel also stop placating to other people because you're scared to upset them, okay? Because trust and believe, nobody cares about your feelings. Okay, truth. Nobody cares, and everybody gonna walk all over you. So it's best to upset others so they understand your boundaries. Some of you, this could be like part of your agenda here, because you live with them and stuff like that, and you could be living with somebody rent-free and stuff like that as well. So you have no choice but to placate to this person and to not rock the boat at this time in order to have a place to live, even though you may feel some kind of salty way about this person, is what I'm seeing. So, you know, this is, you know, so some of you could be at that conundrum there, you know, where you want to rock the boat, but at the same time you don't want to. Others of you, during this time period with the Mercury retrograde coming up on Friday, for the next 3 weeks, you could be experiencing creative blockages. Okay, which is fine. So take that time to rest and do something else and focus on something else that brings you pleasure and joy at this time. Okay, and then it will naturally come back to you. Ooh, okay. I feel also be careful what you see on the social media. Okay, some of you, I feel like, and this could be like with Trump too. He needs to be careful too, because I feel whatever propaganda bullshit is coming up on the social media is kind of probably going to confuse our president. Okay, so we might see some kind of funny incident with him in regards to the fake news, because he could be falling for the trap of the fake news. So somebody needs to keep Trump away from the television and from the social media, because he can't handle it. Okay, the High Priestess card, I do see you being very secretive at this time, or not relying on your intuition, which you should. I see unrequited love happening here. Okay, so I do see that. I do see traveling coming up. Emphasis on that happening. Others of you, I do see a secret admirer, so know that the feelings are reciprocated. So this person does have feelings for you, even though you don't think so. But the cards are saying you do. Alrighty, the Ten of Swords. For some of you, I feel like you could be starting over in certain areas of your life. This could be a recovery period for you financially. So I do see that coming up as well. Show your love and support to your girl Marie. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Kisses. Mwah.